Ani EdebwedOgichidaa Kwemakwado, Mississaugas of the Credit. My name is, my English name is Valerie King, and what I said in Ojibwe was, she who speaks the truth, woman warrior leader. I've been trying to find some space and time, because at this time when COVID is happening, we're all in our spaces in our homes. Yesterday was a rainy day, so we're all inside. I have a lot of grandkids and family with me right now, so I'm trying to do a lot of things outside, and even with my grandson, he lives with me. Also, he's 14 and he's in high school. I've been doing a lot of land-based things with him. That's what the term people have been calling it, is land-based, and it's I've been getting him to do cutting the wood, piling the wood a certain height. What I learned anyway from my brothers was it's supposed to be 4 feet high or up to your hip at a safe level, and teaching to keep it covered because it's going to get wet. You won't be able to use it when it's wet, the wood. So he's been piling the wood, learning the different types of wood there is. He's been learning how to split the wood, and he's been practicing. Even when I'm not around, he tells me he's practicing. And some of my nephews are bringing some wood now, because I do sweat lodges for our family and grandmother moon ceremonies, and also have like sacred fires when I need to do prayers and things. So I've lived on Mississaugas of the Credit all my life. I have 7 children and 7 great grandchildren, and their ages from 21 to 38 and from 2 to 14. So, and I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I've done many things in this community, and my mom and my aunties and my grandma were all part of residential school. In residential school, there was a lot of damage done, and you'll see a lot of the recommendations that came from the TRC, and that they were part of that. And so what was stripped from them and what was taken from them was the oppression of the language, culture, and teachings. So that stopped it from being passed on to me and my grandchildren. Until later on, there was many things that was done to them, my ancestors, which is done to all of us. No one is exempt here, and so it has an intergenerational impact. And that's what all of this healing we're talking about, getting back our bundles, all of those things, picking our bundles back up, because they were taken away from us because they didn't think we were of value. It was all about power and greed to take ownership of the land base. And our worldview is different. Our worldview is based in spirituality. It's based in the land. It's based in the wind and the trees and all of the things around us. When we talk about interconnectedness, that's what we're talking about. Spirituality is not something outside of ourselves. It's right here, and we talk about it right here in our bundle that we carry, that was given to us, that was rightfully ours, that we were born with. So when we were born, we have our colors, we have our name, we have our songs, and we believe every leaf, every rock, every stone, every bird, every animal has their songs, and we are no different. And we are reminded about that every day. Every day when we wake up. Every day when we wake up. One of the things that Gajamanado Creator made was the sun. So in the creation, when things were created, and that sun reminds us that if we do not depend on anybody else, we can depend on the sun. We can depend on that sun to rise every day. We can depend on that sun to come and give us new faith, new hope every day. Even if we had the roughest day yesterday, we're going to have new faith and hope today about what we're going to do today. Because we can't do anything about yesterday, but it gives us new hope and new faith to do what we need to do for today. And who reminds us, besides the sun, there's teachings about the sun and the stars, all the morning star. There's songs to be sung when that's happening. So even when we're fasting upon the land, we're supposed to get up and do those 4 songs. And who wakes us up? If you've ever gone fasting or camping, you can hear them wake you up. And who wake you up is one bird starts singing, then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And they're all singing. They're all singing this beautiful choir just for us, and they're saying, let's get up and sing our song and do our best for this day. And they're singing all together in this beautiful sound. And when I hear it, it just makes me feel so good inside when I hear it. Before I open my eyes, that's what I wake up to, is that choir of songs. And that tells me to get up. Tells me to open my eyes and be thankful for what I have, and to be grateful for what I have for a new day, and just to be able to open my eyes and feel good and not feel sickly, and get up and stretch and move and get up and do what I need to do. And I remember earlier in my life, I used to wake up and say, oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I don't want to get up. And I'm not like that no more. I'm glad I'm not like that no more. Or I just want to sleep. I just want to stay here. I don't want to get up. And my head would just be racing as I was getting ready and showering and all of these things. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, gotta do this. And I had to do some processing and working on myself about getting rid of those notions and realizing that spirituality, that being spiritual, we're all spiritual beings. We all are. There's no one that's higher or below here. We all have the same gifts of being able to be in tune with creation, because we were made from the stars, we were made from the sun, we were made from the earth. So what I'm saying is that if I can stay present in the moment instead of being over here and there and what I got to do over here, then I'm living who I am at that moment, in that spiritual moment. So I can pay attention to what's happening all around me. Because if I don't, I might miss it. Because my head's over there or over here or over there.